What's up everybody, Zach from Far North MTG here, back with your weekly dose of cEDH action, and as you can see from the title of this video, this is a double feature we have today with a pair of super explosive games. Super excited to talk about these today, so in the spirit of keeping things short and sweet, let's talk about today's decks. For round 1, today I'll be playing the pairing of Malcolm Vial Smasher. This Grixis Turbo Nas deck looks to stick Malcolm early for mana generation before comboing off with Ad Nauseam, Underworld Breach, or Necropotence, but it can also win with Malcolm exclusive Pirate Weaver lines. And Shane will be playing Disa the Restless. This Jund quote-unquote no-win con deck looks to win the game by beating face with Disa and Giant Goyfs, or it can also win the game through infinite combats using Breath of Fury. Dylan will be playing Glarb Calamity's Augur. This Sultai Frog looks to win the game by playing cards off the top of its library for card advantage before closing out the game with a Doomsday Line or classic Thassa's Oracle. And Ben will be playing Plagon Lord of the Beach. This Azoria Starfish looks to cast the commander to draw cards and then repeatedly flicker him to draw even more cards before closing out the game with Blind Obedience Extort loops. Alright, so that is what everybody's rocking today. Super excited to jump into these games, but before we do that, I just want to say if you like the content, please like and subscribe. It really does mean so much to help us grow the channel. If you want to support the channel directly, go ahead and head down to the description below where you can find links to our bonfire or our Patreon, and at our bonfire you can get some sweet merch like the shirt that I'm wearing right here. Absolutely awesome stuff there. The last thing I want to say is special thank you to our patrons, Ya from That's a Good Card, Tango Clappin, and Card X Board. Thank you so much for your support, and with all that out of the way, let's jump into these games. Who's pre-gaming? I am.
I am. No, sir.
Nope.
So we'll go Gemstone and Lightning Tutor.
I am gonna Gemstone as well, and I'm gonna put away this Mystical Tutor.
Tap up your draw. We'll start with the Misty Rainforest. Tap and crack it right away. Go to 39. Grab a Taiga, and I'll tap the Taiga for a Delighted Halfling. And
Seems
I'll
good.
pass the turn there.
Draw. I'm gonna complain about it, but I ain't gonna do anything. Pass. I'll tap upkeep. Draw. Windswept Heat. We'll crack that right away. Going to 39. Once I find this Tundra, I'm gonna tap it and that. And I'm gonna play out an Arcane Signet and have it be my turn.
Okay. Cool. Tap, upkeep, and draw. Land for turn. I'm gonna play this Mana Confluence. Okay, I'm gonna play a Mox Opal. I'm gonna play a Lion's Eye Diamond.
Jesus
Oh.
Christ. What is this man doing over here?
I'm getting jiggy with it. Pay a Life and Dash and Ragavan. I'm gonna go to combat. Dylan, I'm gonna swing at you.
Finale devastation.
Oh, okay. I'll make a treasure. Metalcraft Online for my Mox Opal. I'm gonna tap Mox Opal and cast a Rite of Flame. I'll add 2 red mana and crack my treasure. Put a wheel on the stack, hold a priority, crack LED, add 3 blue.
Response to the wheel. I would like to pay 1 and crack my Polluted Delta. 39, grabbing a tropical island. Pay 1 green, Worldly Tutor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good ear.
Worldly Tutor, putting Bloom Tender on top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Back to the wheel.
Yeah, wheel on the stack.
I got nothing.
Same. Good.
Sweet.
By me.
Discard our hands, draw 7.
Court of Calling, Crop Rotation, Urborg, Mountain, Tinderwall, Carpet Flowers.
Mana Confluence, Shifting Woodland, Demonic Tutor, Deadly Rollick, Counterbalance. Reliquary Tower, Born Upon the Wind, Smothering Tithe.
Nothing. Alright, fresh 7s.
And-
Oh my.
Did everything work out?
If I added red, I had a turn 1.
Woof.
It's tragedy.
Oh, I
There's
mean,
no way
I mean
to
barring interaction.
There's no way to know.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast a Soul Ring.
Interesting.
Cast Malcolm. Leave a floating blue. Go to my end step, and I'll take this monkey back. Let my mana fizzle. Pass.
Sounds good. Tap, keep and draw. Let's see. Play a Verdant Catacombs. Tap it and crack it right away. Go to 38. Grab Badlands, and then I'll tap 2 and cast an Insidious Roots.
Ooh, that card's hot.
And I'll pass the turn on that.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Hey!
Alright.
Tap and crack, Passios. Untap,
No Bloom Tender, huh?
upkeep, draw. Play. And here's a Saga from my land for turn. We'll play a Mox Diamond, discarding these planes. Play a Shield Sphere. We'll put out tapping 1 and 2 for a Spellskite.
Yep.
Sure.
Tap 1, 2, 3 for a Plagon on the stack.
Pass on it.
Pass on it.
Same. Draw 1, 2, and 3 cards off a Plagon. Pass after that.
Okay. Good to go to my turn?
Yes, sir.
Tap. Upkeep, draw. Well, let's press the issue. I'm gonna go straight to combat.
Everybody's open.
I mean, whose life total matters? You're for sure on Necro. I'll hit you, Dylan.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
On attack deck?
Yeah, on attack deck.
Be cool, Shane. Be cool.
I don't
Be
know.
cool. Don't be cool, Shane. Don't be cool.
I think you
Gotta
be
live up
cool.
to the reputation.
Yeah. Kind of did say that you could have had a turn 1. I'm gonna use that info. I'm gonna tap Delighted Halfling for colorless, and I'm gonna pay 4 life. And I'm gonna attempt to dismember Malcolm.
Dismember? Which member?
This one.
This one.
I have nothing for that. I'm actually gonna let Malcolm go to the yard.
Where the milkshakes are.
I'm gonna put a demonic tutor on the stack.
Pass on it.
Same. Passed.
Didn't think I'd get this far. Okay.
I don't have blue.
That's true, you don't.
You gotta worry about those two.
Oh, I should have a floating colorless from that. Take a life, go to 38. Use my colorless and put a Underworld Breach on the stack.
Gross.
Pass on it.
Same. Pass.
Ooh, I didn't think I'd get this far. I'm gonna exile Rite of Flame, Malcolm, and Wheel of Fortune. I'm gonna put Malcolm back in the command zone. Exile those 3, and recast LED from the graveyard.
Pass on the LED.
Unfortunately, same. Also gonna pass on the LED.
Sheesh. Tap for a blue since I have Metalcraft online. Crack my hand. Float myself 3 more blue. 4 total blue floating. Exile Ragavan, Ophidian Eye, and Jessica's Will, and cast a Brain Freeze. All copies targeting myself, going to 2 floating blue.
Pass on it.
Unfortunately, same. So gotta pass on it.
4 copies, I'll mill 12.
Where's the Mind Break trap?
That's what I tried to dig for. And I ain't gonna lie. That's what I tried to dig for, and it just didn't happen.
Exile 3, present the loop of exiling 3, flashback Lion's Eye Diamond, crack for 3 more blue, exile 3 things to flashback the Brain Freeze, do this until I have an empty library and a bunch of mana, and cast a Thassa's Oracle.
Pass on it.
Well, woo! God, Malcolm Vial Smasher is such a sweet deck. I absolutely love playing this deck. I don't know why I don't play it more. I really am going to be playing it more, and I think you'll be definitely seeing it a lot more on the channel in the future. It is such a cool deck. Absolutely love Malcolm Vial Smasher. Super explosive start there, obviously. Turn 1 wheel is just absolutely insane. Also, I did the math looking back in post. You know, you probably heard me in the video say if I added red, I would have had a turn 1. Going back and actually doing the math on it, I wouldn't have had a turn 1. I would have needed 1 more card in my graveyard to actually be able to do that, unfortunately. So I wouldn't have had a turn 1. But it was definitely really close. Anyways, though, let's talk about game 2. We're switching it up almost entirely. Everybody is switching on to different decks here for this round. I'm switching over to Heliod Wheeliod. Dylan is switching over to Mono Green Selvala. Shane is going to be on Yuriko, and Ben is going to be on the big bad dinosaur himself, Itali. Game 2, start! Other than stickers, pre-games?
Yes, both.
Both.
Whoa. We'll reveal stickers first. Ancestral Hot Dog Minotaur, Playable Delusionary Hydra, Unglued Pea-Brained Dinosaur. We'll put out a Gemstone, pitching away this defense grid. Draw. We'll play a Forest, tap 1, Soul Ring, pass. Tap up, keep draw. Ancient Tomb for turn. We'll tap that, floating a Colorless or a Soul Ring. Tap 2, grab this Colorless, tap for a red, Treasonous Ogre. Jesus fucking Christ. And then going down
21.
21, going down to 17 for a Tolly. Tolly on the stack.
Nothing. Passing on it. Yep. You got a Pact of Negation.
Return of the Wild Speaker. A Gaia's Cradle.
Seagate Restoration.
Oh my god!
goodness.
Uh-oh. That's really bad. He's gonna draw a lot of fucking cards here.
Yep, so I'll go. I want Return to go off first.
So
and then
activate.
And then Seagate.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're doing non-human creatures you control, get +3 until
Wait,
end
what
of
did
turn,
you,
right?
what did you get?
Birds of Paradise. We'll cast the birds first.
So birds. So on the stack, it's gonna be birds,
Then
that,
draw
then this,
seven.
and then you're gonna pact the.
I'm gonna
Seagate.
ignore the pact
You
completely.
don't want a pact?
No, because I'll die on my turn.
Everybody pass on birds. Birds.
Birds,
Okay.
good.
Greater good, or not greater good. Wild Speaker.
Cool. I will do the choose one. I will draw equal to the greatest power among non-human creatures I control. So I'll draw 7. That's the bad face. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then
And
Seagate.
Seagate Restoration.
Draw 8. And
Draw
there are
8.
no maximum hand size. For
Well, how
this
many
of the
cards do
game.
you have in hand? 9.
Oh,
1,
yeah.
2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so draw 10.
Draw 10.
Draw 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay.
Okay.
I thought I had an okay hand.
I had a pretty good hand for a 4.
We'll start with a Mox Diamond, getting rid of... We'll get rid of this Emergent Zone. Go Chrome Mox, imprinting some green in here, so we'll go Delighted Halfling, imprinted by the Chrome Mox. Red and 1. Open duplication on the Atali.
Okay.
Atali can go back to command zone.
I'm being done.
Cool.
It's another Atali.
Another Atali's
Teferi from me.
Sylvan Library.
Mystical Tutor.
Lightning Bolt. Oh boy. So we'll go Sylvan Library, Teferi, Lightning Bolts, triggers, shooting Dylan in the face because he's got stuff on the board.
Yeah. He's your biggest threat.
He's my biggest threat right now. And then Mystical Tutor. I will go search for Jessica's Will on top. I will then downtick this Teferi to 1, and I will return Mox Diamond to my hand and draw this Jessica's Will. I'm going to first start by playing that Mox Diamond and getting rid of this Carpusian Forest.
Yep.
Keep that up. So I'll lose 9 life, paying into Treasonous Ogre for 3 mana, going down to 8. Cast a Jessica's Will. Targeting...
I have 7.
You sure you don't want 4?
Jessica's Will for 7 red mana. So this for 8. We're down to 5. Recast Atali. Keep the copy again. But yeah, Atali trigger on the stack again.
Tetsuko.
Bro.
The Disciple of Freylis.
Days Undoing.
I got a Mana Bolt.
I don't know what.
What does Days Undoing do?
Oh, it wheels or it time twisters, but then if it's your turn, it ends the turn.
Okay.
Oh.
So I will not
Probably
cast
not
that.
do that, yeah.
I don't think I need the Tetsuko.
Sure.
Disciple of Freylis. So when it enters battlefield, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, you gain X life, draw X cards, or X that creature's power.
I will cast my Mana Bolt first, too. And then, yeah, I guess I'm casting that Disciple of Freylis, targeting the copy of Atali. So I will gain 7 life and draw 7 cards.
What the fuck?
Card draw.
5, 6, 7.
You tell me
Yeah,
about it.
you would think you would get the card draw from me, not from the green deck.
I'll pass my turn, I guess.
Pass. I didn't think I was getting a turn here. Draw for turn. Well, check out this turn. I'm gonna play a Surveil land.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep that on top. Fuck it.
Ben's played more.
You would know. I'm
I'm
gonna surveil this because I don't want you to have more mana. I'm surveilling this
That's
arcane
fair.
signet. You're not getting that, sir. I'm gonna pass the turn.
Alright. Draw for turn. Otawara for turn. Cast Lotus Petal. Cast Soul Ring.
Yep.
Imagine not having a Soul Ring.
Please have something, Shane.
I'm just gonna sack the Lotus Petal for a blue and cast a Spectral Sailor.
Yeah, this is feeling pretty jovial.
Yep. I gotta pass.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
I've lost all joke.
Is that good? Is it good? Did you win?
No. No. Bolt in a Bridgeworks. Go to 34. Zelvala.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Passios.
Okay. Untap, keep and draw. Oh, that'll do it. It's not the Atali way to go out, but it's the way I'm gonna go out. For a red and floating 1 colorless still. Twin Flame, targeting birds. In response to that Twin Flame, holding the priority, tap 2. And using this floating, Dual Caster Mage.
I got nothing for it.
You got it,
bud. Damn, talk about absolutely insane flips there. You would think if you're getting card draw, you'd be getting it off a deck like me. I'm Heliod, Wheeliod. We call the deck Wheeliod. We play every wheel in the game in that deck. The fact that you're hitting the card draw off the mono green deck is that kind of crazy. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, super explosive game. And watching Atali win these games like this really makes me want to pick up the deck myself. It seems like such a cool, such a fun, super explosive deck to play. I don't know why I've never played it. It definitely seems like something that would be in my wheelhouse. But yeah, anyways, super well played by Ben there to find that win there. Absolutely showing the turbo showcase, you're showcasing the turbo power that Atali really has. Anyways, though, that is it for this week's video. Once again, if you like the content, please like, subscribe. It really does mean a whole lot to help us grow the channel. Go ahead and check out those links down in the description if you want to support us directly on Bonfire, get yourself some merch or on Patreon, whatever it is. It really does mean a whole lot to us. And yeah, like I said, that's it for this week's video. We'll see you next week back with some Final Fantasy cEDH. Can't wait to play out those games, but we'll see you then.